So, hello everyone and welcome to NRL or Nitrous Lake Racing League. Today we are here for a new round here in this league. Today we're here around Zandvoort here, currently in wet conditions. We could maybe see a change in conditions. We'll see in the foreseeable future. But today, obviously, new commentator myself. I've joined NRL here. And a league which I was interested in commentating, and yeah, I really found a spot, and yeah, so today I'm going to make my debut here in NRL. Obviously, quite excited for it, but yeah, good evening to everybody who's joining right now. But yeah, so currently URL David right now, currently replacing Toussaint. I believe. Yeah, no, that's still SUFC actually replacing Toussaint in the Alpine for today, as URL David actually goes on pole position at the moment. As you can see, he's setting the lap times currently at the moment, and Piero now darting in the Red Bull, the RB16B. Now he's trying to get a good exit there out of the banked corner, and obviously this circuit does tend to be very difficult, obviously curbs wise as well. The curbs do tend to be quite very, very dangerous around here. Obviously a lot of drivers do tend to make slight mistakes, as Piero goes on the curb there quite interestingly and manages to find a bit of grip, as Piero still, as URL David goes quicker than normal, and now set a 1 minute 19.027. As let's see, can anyone else compete with that time, as that was, I believe, ADRT Wiggly style, setting a 1 minute 19.852, super close to Stretch Artiste, but he didn't manage to get the time to beat him. Very close though. But yeah, good evening to everyone who's joining right now. Obviously a new commentator here on the block, so yeah. But obviously I doubt I'm quite experienced, so yeah, I do have a lot of experience in commentating. But we've got Bon Evil here, who's trying to get a good exit here. Piero's teammates with two Red Bulls sharing the third row at the moment here, as the both bulls are going to try and charge up to the first row or second row here. But let's see what they can do here, as now they've crossed the line. Bon Evil set a 1 minute 25, which is a long way off the time he wanted to set, but Pierre is still trying to set a time, I believe. So as URL David again set a 1 minute 18.8 and goes even quicker, so I think the track conditions are maybe improving, or maybe just the grip maybe is increasing for him. I think he's just getting used to the conditions here. He's currently got an 8 to 7/10 margin to him and Wiggly Style, as Wiggly Style's going to try and give it everything here for the Mercedes team here, as he goes a bit wide and at the exit of the first banked corner of the lap, but a bit wide there. But he lets, I think, our Shankster by there, who's trying to get a lap here, and he goes a bit wide just about, and there's someone in the background spinning, and that is Yeet Mex spinning off in the background there. The very quick right-hander here. Obviously the quick right-hander is super difficult. Obviously the high temperatures and also the understeer you sometimes get is quite tremendous to manage, so obviously you need to get a lot of concentration. Thank you Warpaint for good commentating. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Obviously first race in this league commentating, so obviously a bit of pressure, but I'm managing with him quite nicely. Natty currently on an outlap with Tiger as well as Topster. Let's see what can they do, as Wiggly Style is going to probably go in the pits here. Yes, he is. Thank you very much everyone for the support. Just a sim. Okay, thank you for the tips. as Bon Evil now goes a bit deep, and that could quite. But beside that, good job, thank you. But Bon Evil really trying to push the car here, and he's trying. Is he actually? I'm commentating myself. Oh, then that's very, very good for you. Bon Evil actually backs out of his lap, so now that is. He's gonna just slowly cool down those tyres and get ready for a second lap here, which is just around the corner. He's got the battery to charge and to go for another lap. Touches that curb a bit. Obviously, that curb does tend to be quite dangerous. Obviously, it kind of is a 50-50 around the circuit for curbs. Sometimes you use the curb, you spin, sometimes you don't. It kind of depends on how deep or how much you're using it. So Bon Evil, let's see what can the Red Bull driver do through the first bank corner. Obviously you want to take a wide line through here to cut in at the exit and get a nice smooth exit, but not as smooth just outside the exit as Bon Evil massive hit to the wall, and there's going to be front wing end play off the track, but it's going to be safe enough for drivers not to get any punctures or any damage. But Bon Evil is now going to be driving a whole lap without a front wing, so Bon Evil has to be very aware of anyone who's very close. As I think I was not Shanks, so that was one of the Alpines of Natty, who just about crossed Bon Evil there, as still Ural David on pole position with a 1 minute 18.8. Shanks to P2 with only one Luca Roseman. P3 with Wiggly Style just going out of the pit here. Maybe to look for a set. A very good lap here. Very close between only one Luca Roseman and Wiggly Style. So very interesting between them. Let's see how that will play out. Topstar tries to go faster here on this lap. He's currently pushing the car here in the Aston Martin, but I think he's pushing as much as he can, as Bon Evil is going to now is going into the pit. Stretch Artiste is slowing down here on an outlap. Piero now currently is pushing the car here through down the final corner. Now through the bank corner, obviously you gotta be quite careful, because obviously you can spin through the bank corner. Has now crossed the line. What's it gonna be? It's gonna dart up to second, 7/10, and that's gonna be P2 for Piero currently, but not close enough for Ural David to go maybe any quicker than him. He's really dominating currently in qualifying. ADRT Wiggly Style started a lap. Good evening to Bon Evil. ADRT Wiggly Style, he's currently pushing the car right now. Really trying to wrestle the car, obviously in wet conditions. It's quite terrific. Race is dry. We're 45 minutes in. So it's going to be a rain-drenched race here, so that's going to be very interesting to see. So it'll be a lot of rain racing, so we're very, very interesting to see. Let's see what can Wiggly Style do here. Obviously he's going to try and wrestle the car. It goes a bit deep, but nothing too serious for the Swedish driver, as he tries to get a good X out of here. Not a lot of problems for the Mercedes, as he gives it absolutely everything. He has his 4/10 up currently, purple middle sector, and if he manages to improve by 4/10 with his time, or where he's currently improving, he will be up to P2 by quite a margin behind. So now let's see, will Wiggly Style maybe stick it on pole position? It looks to be a bit dry here around the skirmishes of Zandvoort, as now he's going to cross the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 19.0, but not close enough. But the times are getting closer, as Wiggly Style goes P2. Advice: all tyres are dangerous around the banking. Yeah, the old tyres are quite dangerous. They are quite dangerous. Obviously, the rears do tend to get quite weared up as well as the fronts, especially the front left and the front right. And obviously all tyres are used around where Wrigley Star's going right now. Obviously a lot of temperature will be taken. Obviously tyre temps could be an issue if it was in dry conditions, but today we're here for the wet conditions. Only one Luca Rosman currently improving the middle sector here. Let's see what can the Williams do in this time. He's currently going through the final corner, nicely trying to get the best exit, not using a lot of curb, which is quite fine, no problem at all. Could have maximised the exit. Oh, and that's someone spinning off that top star at the banking, and that is very, very big. That could have been a massive crash, but he goes into the pit here, and he might have some front wind damage, as I unfortunately found out yesterday. Yeah, very, very interesting. Obviously, sometimes Zandvoort does catch some drivers out here. Nazi, currently in the pits looking for a soft tyre run here. It is getting drier, but I don't think the DRS is enabled, but it's getting drier, people. It's getting drier. The more time it comes, there you can see the track is starting to dry out and starting to slowly go that asphalt to be quite dry. It is looking quite dry, but it's not going to be enough for soft. Yeah, but Natty tried a very interesting strategy here, maybe to get pole position, but I don't think he's going to try and do that. Only one Luke Rosman, I believe, is currently on another lap, as only one Luke Rosman through the final banked corner, very nicely through, and now he will go into the pit here. I think he's invalidated. Yeah, he's invalidated just now somehow. Shanks on a lap currently, but yeah, I think it's getting very dry, as the Shankster I think looks to be very confident right now with the car. Let's see what the Williams can do. As he's let's see here through the very difficult right hand corner, he does very nice here, managing the throttle and managing the steering lock now through, and now just going down the gears one by one, and now it will be a quite of a medium length left-hander, as he does get quite of a nice exit. Obviously traction is crucial around here, as some drivers are going to the soft, but I don't think it's going to be time, as Shankster really hitting the curbs. DRS is enabled, so for the drivers who are in the garage, then it will be softs for them. As now through the final corner, Shankster goes. Let's see what can he do in the Williams through the banked corner here, and doesn't spin here. DRS will help, and what time's it gonna be? It's gonna be 1 minute 18.9, and now it's gonna be his final lap in the session, I think, or maybe he can do another one, but I think he's gonna leave it there, as now, as you can see, everyone's darting out of their garages onto the soft compound tyres. Also, a stretch artiste on the banking, so two drivers here today in qualifying have spun through the final banking. Natty's retired. Natty has retired. I think he's looking to go for that P11, I think. So Natty trying maybe to go for P11 for the alternate strategy, but won't work. So I'm not sure why Natty retired there. Maybe a master plan, as he always says. As currently, let's have a look for anyone who's but yeah, let's have an on-board lap with Tiger here. Obviously, as you all know, the leader here of NRL, he's driving in tier 1, and let's see what can Tiger do. We're gonna on-board lap with the Aston Martin here, being very cautious on the throttle here, but then the throttle will be full of gas, and now it will be racing into turn 1 here, braking just around 100-meter ball, and now just it's important to get the car nicely settled for the exit. Obviously the tyres are going to get used to these conditions. Tiger really battling the car there, and now through the first bank corner, very nicely done, not a massive issue here, as Tiger is currently 300s up here in the right-handed corner. He's now gonna try and push the car through this section, and he's spun. Tiger, no, that's a very unfortunate for the Aston Martin, and that's gonna ruin his dreams of going up the standings here for qualifying. Dill SUFC has retired, Stretch Artist as well. Everyone's now slowly retiring. Oh, only one Luca Roseman is missing a front wing. Is Williams. I think he's had a massive crash. Oh, good evening to NDM Gaming. That is ex-Natty G, by the way. Good evening. But yeah, Topstar is currently pushing here. And let's see what can he do through the final corner. Goes a bit deep, and that's going to lose him a bit of time. But still, he's pushing the car here. He can go full throttle. There's someone spun in the background there. I think that was Wiggly Style. As it's going to be a 1 minute 20.4, but it's not going to be enough. As who was that spinning in the background? I think that was not Wiggly. Oh, that's Luca Rosman again. Without the front wing, he's going the wrong way round, and he's going to get disqualified for driving the wrong way there. I think it was Yeats Mex there having a massive spin. I'm not good at Holland, let alone wet conditions. Oh well. Well, yeah, bit of practice there for qualifying though. But yeah, so here are the final results here for the NRL qualifying for PST1 or PlayStation Tier 1 if you want to specify it. But URL David takes first position here with a 1 minute 18.8, which is set early on in qualifying. Still manages to secure the top spot with Shanks to second, ADRT Wiggly Style third, Piero fourth, Stretch Artiste is fifth, with Tops to sixth, Born Evil, Tiger, Natty and Yeetmex rounding off the top 10 here, and then Dill and then Luke Rosman, after getting disqualified, goes into 12th. So yeah, that is the grid which will go ahead in the race here, which apparently, according to Born Evil, will be 45 minutes in, so we could see a very late action here, but let's see what will happen. So now we're going to go into the Zandvoort or Dutch Grand Prix. And so strategy wise, obviously for the rain it will be Inter and Inter again, one stop, but for the dry condition, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, you're going to have either a two-stop or one-stop. A one-stop is quite dangerous around here, but a two-stop is a lot safer with tyre wear. So yeah, so I believe all drivers are going to start on the mediums or the softs if you want to go aggressive. But let's see what the drivers have picked here. Here in NRL. So quickly now, just quickly gonna get the telemetry and everything up so you guys can see. So we've got URL David, Shanks, the Wiggly Style, Stretch Artiste on the mediums here with Natty, Yeetmex and only one Luca Rosman going on the hards here. So obviously the ones who are on the hard will have the worst grip, and someone's just spun in the background. I was still SUFC. Tiger's been disqualified. So yeah, Piero, Topster, Born Evil, Tiger has just been disqualified, and then Dill SUFC has just spun, so his tyres has got a bit of a light up here. But yeah, that is going to be the tyre option. So for the medium runners, they will have a one stop in mind, medium to hard. For the soft, it could be a two stop or one stop, but they've got to extend those softs as long as they can. With Natty obviously going for the hard to soft, or maybe lasting the hard to the reigning point of the race. Let's see what can Natty, Yeetmex and only Luca Rosman do. And yeah, so tyre strategy is going to be play a very crucial point here. Ural Davis slowing down the grid here to get everyone nicely stacked up, and now everyone's going to be warming up their tyres here. So the tyres will get nice Wickley style, and as well as his teammate Yeet Megs have both too aggressively warmed up their tyres, and that's made them just being a little tap of the wall. But it's not the race, it's the formation lap, so it doesn't really matter. But we're going to now have a URL David now lining up here on pole position for this Grand Prix, with Shankster then closely following behind here, with Wiggly Style slotting in behind the pair in the front row. Piero shares Wiggly Style with the second row, with Stretch Artiste and Topster sharing a third row. Fourth row, Bonneville and Tiger, and the fifth row is Natty and Neatmex, and the sixth row, the final one, is only one Lucas Rendillo SUFC, but it's going to be lights out and away we go very shortly as David gets a very good start, as Shankster does get a good start as well. It's now going to be Piero versing Ridley Style here. He's going to try and go around the outside. He's got a bit wide here. Topster could maybe attack, but Stretch Artiste is looking for the inside, and there's a massive contact between Stretch Artiste, and he's reset the track, as that is one spin currently at the moment here. Natty gets past Dilla SUFC, but now Tiger is going to handle the pressure from Natty here. He's going to try and give it his everything here. So currently Ural David's leading off the line here, really got a good start. He's nearly a second ahead now of Shankster here, so Shankster really pushing the car here to maybe get that DRS, but look at Piero's almost soft. He's really pushing here to try and get Shankster here, as Topster sending it on Wiggly Style here. Wiggly Style has lost 3 positions in around nearly 3/4 of the lap. Bonneville was looking for a move on Wiggly Style, but he could look for an opportunity here. Look at the grip that Bonneville has here, as now it will be as someone has spun on the banking. That's still SUFC, and I'm going to go into the pit as a virtual safety car. And now, there's a bit of tension going on as Wiggly Style goes down to P6 now. With that, so he's gone down 4 positions in the space of 1 lap. A very bad start, and not what he wants for Wiggly Style, but still, we've got to say, what a nice start from Ural David. And now he's just going to try and set the pace off and fly off in the distance, but the pace is very good from him. We could see a dominance here from the McLaren here, with Shankster in P2. He could maybe try and do something here, but the virtual safety car is going to be ending very short. I think he's David, slow down here, just respect the delta, not risk getting a drive-through penalty. Obviously, if you don't respect the delta, yeah, you get a drive-through penalty. Well, it seems everyone has respected it, and we go back to green flag racing. But Ural David's currently leading off the line here with 1.6 second gap now, and now he's going to try and set off the pace here and slowly try and extend that gap here, as now the McLaren's going to give his everything here to manage the tyres as well as manage. Oh, and that's Bonneville, I believe, at the banking again. Oh, and that's Mex as well, spinning off, and he's broke his front wing as he slams the wall there at the final banking, or the final corner. As now he's going to go into the pits here, as now we've got a massive battle between Stretch Artiste and Natty. He's going to try and look for a move on Natty round the outside. He's trying to look for it. He's moving left to right, right to left, but he can't look for the move anymore here. But he's going to try and maybe go for a look on Natty very soon, but Natty looks very vulnerable here at this point in the Grand Prix, as still we see very intense racing here. Currently we've got Wiggly Style moving up now to P5 after the spin from I think it was Bonneville, moves up to P5 there respectively, and now we'll slowly try and chase down Topster when Piero and Topster's tyres go down, as Ural David sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:13.296, as all that's only one Luca Rosman, not a stretch artist retiring from the session, and I think he had a massive impact, and that is going to be the safety car brung out here as Stretch Artist has a massive hit in the wall at the final corner. We'll quick look at Dill SUFC, and the car gets cleared quickly enough so you can't see what happened. I think he's just hit the wall at the pit entry, so very, very interesting. Safety car, so obviously we could see a lot. We could obviously see a lot of close racing now, so everyone now will be bunched up here as now Ural Davids is going to slow down now as we'll now be following the safety car for around 3 to 4 laps or 2 maybe laps if obviously the game decides to. But yeah, now we've got a safety car here, a VSC and a safety car in 4 laps, so a bit crazy start, but nothing too crazy currently at the moment, but currently everything is okay now. We're just gonna get everyone to bunch up as now we've got David now currently trying to now get to the safety car. As you can see, he is now just behind the back of the safety car. Now we'll be now following the safety car. As Bonneville goes into the pits for the hard tyres, and that is going to be I think the final, not the final stop definitely, because the tyres will be very dangerous as Mr. Wright obviously has mentioned. Obviously the tyres are extremely dangerous around here when they are a high wear, so we'll see what will the drivers do to manage, but we'll see now what will happen here as now we'll follow the Aston Martin safety car here around Zandvoort, as now everyone will get a chance to warm up their tyres, and that's Topstar going a bit too much there and goes on the grass in doing so, and and he nearly spins there, so Topstar really needs to watch out here so he doesn't make another mistake, and that could force him to the back of the grid here, and with possibly some front wing damage. So Topstar is going to now be a bit aware, and now or pretty much nearly the whole grid except from Bonneville, Dill SUFC and Deep Max have to catch up here to the grid. So currently we could see the safety car going in this lap, so we could see Dill SUFC definitely catching up, but I'm not sure about Yeet Max here if he can catch up. Oh, and he spun again here, and he has a bit of a whack, and that is going to be Yeet Max spinning the second time in this race. And that is very unfortunate for him. And I don't think now we can catch up here, as Dill SUFC has gone to the pack and now is very close to now the rest of the pack. So now we've currently got now 11 drivers who are here, and one has retired, with a Stretch Artist having a massive contact at the banking with a wall, ripping off his chance of maybe getting a very good race, and now he's sadly got to retire, and he's got to now but yeah, I wanted to see what happened actually with the contact, but the car was disappeared by the game, just got rid of the car, but no safety car interestingly in this lap. So next lap I think I'm 100% sure we will get a safety car coming in this lap. Oh, and that's Bon Evil going into the pits once again. So Bon Evil really having to change the tyre. Let's see. As Bon Evil changing the front wing. And dearie me, I think something must have happened with Bon Evil as now Max overtakes Bon Evil here as a result of the pit. But he does go on the mediums here, which will be a bit better for Bon Evil, and now has a fresh front wing and now can carry on with the maximum downforce. So currently, now the safety car is slowly gonna start going into the pits here, as we'll get a message very shortly if the safety car's coming in this lap or not. But everyone is still just weaving, just to make sure those tyres are nicely up to temperature. But yes, I am right now. It is gonna come in this lap. So now, Ural David will become the de facto safety car, and now he will try and get the best start. Obviously, you want to get a very good start, because if you don't, you'll be very much in danger of losing the lead here. And that's who's that? Adiati Wiggly style. Something's happening in the background. What on earth is happening here? A very intense here. What on earth is happening here? In NRL currently at the moment, lots of traffic. As Nazi's left the session, he's lagged out. And that's Ural David now starting back, and that's Shankster making a mistake and goes on the grass, and now he'll get overtaken by Topstar. Not only Topstar, Wiggly style, as now Wiggly style actually tries to battle for position here with Moima Luca Rosman, as Piero slowing down here. I'm not sure what's happened to the Frenchman. I'm not sure what happened to him, but there's a lot going on. Tiger has spun, and now Max is battling with the AI of Natty. But what on earth happened to Tiger? As there's so much going down, as Ural David has rebuilt the gap to first, to second now, with Topster now in P2, who is Shanks to third, and managed to rebuild some of his momentum now, and I'll try and get ahead of Topster here in some laps time. DRS is currently not enabled. We need to wait 2 more laps or 3 more laps for the DRS to be enabled, so we can see a bit more overtaking here in the Formula 1 cars. As now Natty is now currently P9. As I'll currently now quickly invite Natty into the lobby. Sorry about that, everyone. But I'll quickly invite Natty in. If I can find him. There we go. But yeah, I've sent him to an invite to the lobby now, so he can race again. As Tiger now is pushing now to try and get some positions back here after the spin. As safety car restart, but Ural David's constantly just pushing. As that's Tiger at the bank of the right hander, and he's had a massive spin there. He's now P11. Now he's at the back, as Natty has now reconnected, and now he's going to try and chase after Yeet Max here, who's a PS tier 2 or tier 3 driver here in NRL. But yeah, so Natty now is going to, and as you can see, that DRS is enabled, and now Natty's going to have a look, and Natty really interestingly gets past Yeet Max here. Yeet Max makes a mistake. But he spins on the curb there, uses the curb. As speaking of curbs, it is incredibly dangerous, as now Tiger gets ahead of him just about. As now Tiger gets ahead of Yeet Max here. I think he has a bit of front wing damage, here, so very unfortunate for the Mercedes. As his teammate is coming up to P5, currently dealing with a very high amount of pressure from Wiggly style as Piero gets a bit of understeer there. But currently trying to push. So currently now we're on lap 10 of 36, and now we're currently gonna try and see if there maybe can be an overtake happening here very soon. As someone I believe has spun, that was still SUFC. I think he's had a bit of an off, but yeah, currently. Oh, and as he spins, that's a massive crash, and is that going to be a safety car as he next hits the wall there, and that's going to be a safety car. Here, 2 safety cars. Oh wow. Oh wow. There's going to be another safety car here. As now, currently, we've now got now 2 safety cars here. We're in lap 11 here, so very, very, yeah. But another safety car, so now everyone will bunch up again, as expected. And now we'll get. So now we're gonna wait a bit more, and this obviously gives a chance for the rain to come, as well as if you guys don't remember, as Dill SUFC has left the session here, but very unfortunate, and that was a massive crash, and that sends Dill out of this session, as Topster goes into the pit here, and now Piero as well. All the soft runners look like to be going into the pit here, as Topster going on to the mediums. Luca Roseman going on the softs, Piero on the mediums. Let's see what Tiger puts on. Tiger puts on the mediums with no front wing replacement, and Tiger now will go onto the circuit here, and obviously we'll see now a very interesting fight here for the lead now. Let's see, can Ural Davey get another good restart here? But we're going to see in a couple of laps time. And I'm back. Just quickly grabbed a small drink, and yeah. So we currently now have pretty much all the drivers on the grid here. We just need Tiger and Max to catch up to the rest of the grid. As now currently we've got now Ural David still leading this race, dominating really, and the safety car, and let's hope there's not going to be another safety car here, because if there will be, then this is going to be very outrageous now. I hope there will be not, as there's some switching positions, but now it is sorted. Tiger now catches up to the pack. Now next has to slowly do that as well. As currently Piero now will try and maybe get a very good restart here, as well as only one Luke Roseman and Tiger here. Obviously all of them, those 3 have pitted for fresh tyres as well as Topster here, so let's see how those 4 get onto grips. but it's still going to be dry. Max now gets ahead of Piero. Something's happened to him. This race is very interesting as now the safety car's going in his lap. As now Ural Dave Walk for the second time here in this race will become the de facto safety car. Will warm up the tyres. And now we'll try and get a good restart here as now the McLaren's got to get prepared and make sure he gets a very good exit and make sure he has everything nicely up and optimal. And let's see how will this go in a very short amount of time. So now through, now slowing down here, hopefully there will be a lot of chaos as now Shankster's just waiting here for David to start as he's slowing down. He's going speed up, but Shankster does get a big caught out as well. But mostly, Born Evil and Wiggly Star. Born Evil sends it to the inside, and Born Evil gets ahead as he gets hit by Nazi, and Nazi now will now be sent to the back of the grid as well as Yeet Max. So two drivers spinning here. Unfortunate for the Alpine driver. As now Topster will try and now catch up to Wiggly Star here, who hasn't picked yet in this Grand Prix. But we'll see what can Wiggly Star do here to defend here. His tyres are going to be very hurt. Not this time, but we'll see what will happen here in the coming laps. And now only one Luke Rosman's going to try and maybe have a look on Born Evil here. He's going to use all his battery, he's draining it. Now he's going to go down the inside of turn 1. And it's going to be a very simple move for the Williams driver. Moves up into the podium positions now. We'll set to maybe go after his teammate, Shankster here, but we'll see what will happen here. So now the two Williams teams will probably have a massive fight here as only one Luke Rosman has a purple first sector to his name. Now, so only one Luke Rosman setting the pace here. He's going to try and go as quick as he can. As Shankster now will slowly be under pressure now every corner. And now as you can see, look how late Luke Rosman can brake than compared to Shankster here, who can't brake really late because he's not going to have the grip to go back to the track to the optimal racing line. As now only Luke Rosman is now very close as just about 700ths misses the fastest lap as now DRS is enabled, so now this is going to aid overtaking for only one Luke Rosman and all the other drivers as there's a bit of squabbling here, but Shankster gets a bit of a poor exit, but he is going to be currently safe. But look how close he is now. Dirty air will come into effect though. As you can see, look how little he can turn. As his yellow flags, Max has retired. And it's going to be a virtual safety car, not a safety car. And that now we're going to be a virtual safety car. And now we're going to decrease. Now the drivers have to decrease their speed by around 40%. And follow the delta here to not get a penalty, but Yeet Max is out of this Grand Prix, and that alone joins Dill SUFC and Stretch Artiste in the retirement section of this race. As Now the virtual safety car I think will end very, very shortly here, as now we'll slowly be getting back up to speed here. And now we're on to lap 17 of 36 here, so we've got 22 laps. There's 20 laps in this Grand Prix left, so there's a bit of a long way here to go, but DRS is now enabled and we get back up to racing speed. As now only one Luke Rosman will have a nice shot here, as now DRS will be now aiding him. Let's see what can Shankster do here to defend here. We're going to look at the rear wing of the Williams of Shankster here. He's really under pressure. He's trying to get the exit nicely done. He gets a better exit than him, but he's massively under pressure here. He's got to get a good exit, which he does. But now Shankster will be forced to defend from only one Luca Rosman, and as you can see there, Shankster does manage to get ahead, as well as Pierre again, Tiger here. As Tiger tries to have a look on the outside of Pierre, but Pierre gets the move done into turn 1 and moves up into 7th place. So let's see what he can do here to try and maybe catch Topster. But I know Luca Rosman is going to try and now catch up to URL David, but Shankster is going to try and give it everything here to maybe stay in that DRS, but it's going to be very difficult. But URL David will be under pressure now on those hurt tyres. As now obviously a key around the circuit is obviously tyre wear. You've got to manage your tyres, because obviously when you have not good tyre wear, it's going to be very, very difficult for you for traction wise. One of the just at the exit of the left-hander, and that is Natty on those 17-old hards, and Shankster has what on earth has happened to anyone Luca Rosman, and that is on to P2. I'll send him an invite if I have him in my friends list. I believe I have him. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to invite him. As now, Luca Rosman has disconnected, but I gave him... oh, and then you get a 5-second penalty. That's harsh. That is harsh. That's very harsh. That penalty is going to definitely get deleted, but that is very harsh from the game to give him a 5-second time penalty. But yeah, only Luca Rosman has joined now, and slowly now take control back of the car here in a couple of moments time. As you can see, he's got control of his car. He goes into the pits here as Bon Evil now moves up into the podium position, but Wiggly Style is massively now pressuring Bon Evil, obviously from behind here. Topster tries to look to the inside here, but Topster doesn't manage to get the move on, gets a nice switchback. Yeah, but obviously overtaking around this section where we're coming to right now is very, very, very difficult. Obviously it's notoriously difficult to overtake around this circuit, so it's very hard to make a very, very nice pass. But Pierre is joining this train. Tiger could maybe possibly join this train if there's any hesitation here for overtaking. But Tiger now is just sitting at the back of this small train of cars here, DRS train of 4 cars, could be 5 cars here if Tiger joins in. But Bon Evil will be massively under pressure, but Wiggly Style has less ERS than Bon Evil by a minimum of 2%, so that is still minimally nothing. But now Wiggly Style will be in the DRS. He won't go for the move. He's going to try and recharge his DRS and plan his attack accordingly here, because you want to overtake at the right time. You don't want to use all your battery and not make the overtake down, because otherwise then you're going to be pretty much defenseless from the other cars behind, because you might drop out the DRS of the car ahead. So obviously got to be mindful of that. But Tiger slowly closing in here. He's was around 1.5 seconds off that, but that's a 1.3. So Tiger really pushing the car here currently, but Tiger trying to get in this train. 1.2 seconds now. So Tiger building up the blocks and climbing it. Now he's going to try and get into the DRS train here, as everyone is very nicely packed in together. As now Bon Evil will now face possible attack here from Willie Sal. He's got his battery on, and you'll keep it on. He's going to drain the battery. Bon Evil will be under pressure. Bonnie's moving to break the slipstream, but could we see an overtake here? Willie Style is going to send it round the outside of Bon Evil. Bon Evil's still there. There's a bit of contact between the pair of them. Mercedes and the Red Bull hit each other, and that is Piero DNFing here. And could that be a safety car? It is a safety car. Piero has crashed out and has brought out the safety car here for the third time in this race. As now only Luca Rosman gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And now this will be a very good message for David, Wiggly Style and Shankster, as well as Bon Evil, as well as Natty, because they all now will have the free chance to pit for the they can pit for the soft tyres, but they will be very bad at the end of the race. That is pretty much the downgrade at the end of the race. The tyres will be very bad and could possibly be a puncture, but now we're waiting to see. David does go into the pits, but what tyre is he going to? Shankster stays out. Let's see, he's going to the soft tyres. Bon Evil and Wiggly Style stays out as well. Bon Evil and Shankster stay out. Natty's probably going to go in here for the medium tyres. But very interesting from the top three. But Natty is going into the pits. Believe that either the soft tyres or the medium tyres. It's going to be the soft tyres. So Natty's going to be very rapid here. Let's see what can Natty do here at the restart. But yeah, I think that's everything for the pit stop phases currently at the moment. But there could be another set of pit stop for the top 5. As there's a bit of hassling here between Topston Wiggly Style there, as they're very close to each other here. Nearly came into contact there for a second. Obviously, if you do make contact, you will get a 5-second time penalty for severe collision, but it can get removed, but it depends on how fair or if you've got a very good reason. Only one Luca Rosman. I'm not sure if this. Oh wait, because it's going to be wet conditions very soon, and he's going for the intercondition, but it's so early though. It's so early. It's a very wise decision, but why did he pit for the inters? Natty's going. I thought Natty went in, but he's weaving from left to right, right to left constantly there. As now we've got around 13 laps left to go in this race. As now, Luca Rosman now needs to catch up on those inters. And I guess it is starting to rain. Could this be a massive strategy? Could this be one of the best strategies here we've seen in NRL? It is raining, but it depends on how quickly it strikes to being in wet conditions. Oh my word, could only one Luca Rosman try and get this? Could we see an absolute massive comeback here? But now I think we've got one more lap of the safety car here, and then we'll be going out to racing here. It's currently lap 25, 24 now. 25 actually, sorry. As now, currently, Tiger now going into pits for the Inters, as that is going to be a very interesting one. So Tiger is going very early here. This is a very bold strategy. It's a very bold strategy pick here for Tiger and only one Luca Rosman. Let's see if it plays off here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Hello to all four viewers, viewers here. Good evening to everyone. But yeah, currently we've got 12 laps in this race left until we finish this race. But yeah, this is the third safety car, and now it will be now racing here, hopefully now to the flag. Yeah, but very, very interesting race here. But yeah, the safety car is in this lap, so now we're going to be racing it in changeable conditions. And 24 laps for Born Evil, not 17 laps for Born Evil, 24 for Wiggly Style and Shankster. Good evening to F1 Lover. You're just on stream. Yeah, that's fine. But now we're going to go for the safety car restart. And now we'll see Shankster here becoming the de facto safety car. Those tyres will be extremely hurt, because those tyres are 25 laps old, and as you can see, the halos now has droplets here, so it's gonna be wet conditions here for the foreseeable future. But now Shankster goes into the lead here, into turn one. There's massive position changes. Only one Luca Rosman and Tiger battle here. Let's see who goes lead into, but Natty spins. Oh, and that's very close for contact between only one Luca Rosman and Natty. They're really close, and if Natty was a ghost, there could have been a massive contact. As David now goes up into P4, as Wiggly Style currently P5 now with 25 lap old mediums. It sounds crazy, but it is a reality here. David is going to try and now give it everything here to get the move down. He's going to go down the inside of Topster here. What a move! And he's really showing his power here, how quick he is around the circuit. And those mediums are working wonders here. But very soon we'll see into conditions here. Oh, and Topster gets a massive tank slapper, and that nearly ends up in the spin, but David really is quick here. And now David could get a massive opportunity as Bonneville makes a slight mistake here, losing the rear there. The rain is really impacting now the track. The asphalt is getting very wet and very, very surrounded with rain here, so now we could see a very drastic racist contact between David and Shankster. And could that be damage? I don't think there's damage to the McLaren of URL David, but Shankster now is going to be massively under pressure. Could we see maybe a move? But look at the slipstream, but obviously we'll see. And look how quick David is. Could we see a massive move here to the inside? What a move from David. What a move. Down the inside at a corner, which is not good for overtaking, but that was a very good move. What a move from him. And that just shows how good he is on the wheel at leading as well, for fighting back for that lead, and he's got it again. And he's now got 1.9 seconds as Topster and Shanks are scrap for position here for P2 and P3. But we've got Born Evil and Wiggly Style here, currently fighting for position. But it is getting more wet every lap. Rain is going in a lot as Ty gets a 3-second time penalty here as everyone darts into the pit lane. I believe Matty will do that as well. No, he doesn't. And now everybody goes on into the pit except from David, who stays out here for a couple of laps here. But David looks super confident on those softs. He looks extremely confident on those tyres. As only one Luke Rosman now will be P2, Tiger P3 at the moment with our 3-second time penalty. But oh my lord, will Tiger get a podium here? And if he does, that will be a very good one. He's currently, as you guys know, he is obviously the CEO of the Nitrous Racing community. So let's see, can the CEO get the podium here? Because Tiger's doing in the men's race, the strategy just played it absolutely perfectly. And voila, as you can see, look, he's now currently fighting here for the net race win here, unless David stays out on the soft tires. But I don't think he's going in. He is going in, so now Tiger will be P2, and now Natty's now currently 2 seconds behind here. So Tiger's going to be currently fighting for the win as DRS is disabled, so now it's going to be now wet conditions here for the rest of the race. But can Tiger somehow get the race win? Yeah, and if he can, then this will be one of the most memorable podium for Tiger. Massive upset to the grid. Very, very big. Obviously Tiger done a massive job to work hard for that strategy, stay on the pace, and now he's going to try and maybe go for an overtake on only one Luca Rosman, but it's going to be notoriously difficult in these conditions. And only one Luca Rosman looks set to be maybe go for the win, but Tiger's going to try and deny that and make it his, but he's slowly dropping back as David's going to try and fight back here. If he fights back, this is going to be a very good, a memorable one for the McLaren driver. He's pushing to the limit here. And now Topster looks for to get Shanks to get. There's a bit of contact between the pair of them, but they don't make this significant contact, which is the best thing both drivers want to hear at the moment. Shanks gets a bit of a wiggle at the end exit there, and now Topster now is about 5 tenths behind Shankster, as well as Wiggly Stell trying to pressurize Born Evil here. He's just round outside the second barrier of Topster, but Tiger now slowly dropping back, but David's gaining every lap. Yeah, but I think Tiger will get probably overtaken by David, I think, but I think Tiger will get the podium here if I am more than positive, unless Tiger spins. I hope he doesn't though. But Tiger just cannot spin. That's the only thing he has to do here. He cannot spin or do anything stupid here, as now Topster's going to try and push a car here as he gets a bit of a wheel at the exit. But we've got 7 laps left in this Grand Prix, as now Born Evil's dropping back here. Wiggly Style's getting even more closer to the Red Bull, as now we could see a massive fight here downloading here. Let's see, will this be a very nice fight? They're both close to each other, but I think it's not going to be good. enough as F1 lover here cheers for the leader here, only one Luca Rosman, who has been through a lot today. Obviously, by the way, he started last in this race. So yeah, these are the penalties. Tiger with a 3-second time penalty, Shankster with a 5. And yeah, as you can see here, he started 12th, he moved up 11 positions, Tiger moved up 2, Ural, David and Shankster lose 2 positions, Topster goes up 1, as well as Bon Evil and Nazi, and Wiggly Star losing 4 positions here, but might make one here, as they're both really jostling for position here. They're really staggering each other here. Look, they're just pushing at each other side by side. Great racing from the pair of them. As Bon Evil's going to try and maybe defend again here, but I think Wiggly Star really tried to go for the opportunity. He kind of persuaded himself to go down the inside, but it wasn't enough to get the 6th position to his hands. But it's currently now lap 32 of 36, so we've got 5 more laps to the end of this absolutely manic race. Yeah, but David is now just 1 second behind Tiger here, so now Tiger will now have to focus on not getting a win, defending from him. But as you can see, David is just gaining every corner. Tiger will now be under pressure from the McLaren here. He's dominated the entire race, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get the race win here, unless he does one of the most impressive laps here in NRL history. I don't think he's going to get the race win here. As you can see, David tries to go down the inside, but this is getting very intense here between the pair of them now, as Bon Evil gets a 3-second time penalty, but David now will have a look at Tiger here into turn 1. Tiger will be now under pressure, but as you can see, David's gaining and gaining. Is he going to have a dive down the inside? He is, and that's a very nice move. Tiger tries to go for the switchback, but David is ahead of the Aston Martin driver and moves up into 2nd now, and will try in 4 laps to try and gain 4.8 seconds to only one Luca Rosman, as Wiggly Star's just got ahead of Bon Evil here, moves up into 6th position. Nice move there from the Swedish driver. Bon Evil moves up down to 7th position. He is going to try and fight for 6th here for the 8 points, but has got that 3-second time penalty which he's picked up a couple of laps ago, but that will hamper him from getting that position unless Wiggly Star gets a 3-second time penalty of his own. And now Tiger now slowly losing time now to David now, as we expected. Now 2 seconds now, but Shankster now was gonna make, and he's made a massive mistake, and nearly he has spun here. Shankster, really nice save there from the German driver. What a save. As that's Topster trying to send it around the outside, but now they're going to be side by side here. Is it going to be a massive contact? There is a bit of contact between the pair of them now. He tries to go down inside of Shankster, but Shankster slams the door closed and keeps ahead of the Aston Martin here. 2 Aston Martins here really jostling for position here, but the 2 Williams are trying to fight here, one for the win and one for 12 points. Yeah, let's see how this one will play out. But now we're slowly now moving on to the penultimate lap and then the final lap of this Dutch Grand Prix, which was very long here. And now we will now see one of the most intense laps here of the race here between Topster and Shankster. Born Evil now just around 1 second behind Wiggly Style here, so Wiggly Style pulling away from Born Evil here, so Born Evil corner by corner losing hope here, but he can't do anything. He can try and give it everything here on the penultimate lap to the final lap, but we'll see what will happen as the gap's now down to 2.7 seconds, and now it was 4.8 seconds at 33, now it's 2 seconds, and now Wiggly Style goes down the inside of Topster, moves up to 5th position, and if he stays in 5 seconds of Shankster, he will move up to P4 unless the 5-second time penalty gets removed from the stewards. But David now 2.4 seconds. He's pushing as much as he can. He's got 6 lap younger tyres here than only one Luca Rosman, but only one Luca Rosman is trying to get a win here. One of his first, maybe his second or more in this NRL season. As currently Tiger and Ural David and as well as only one Luca Rosman will share the podium, so Tiger will be very proud of that. But now we move on to the final lap, as anything could happen here. Still spins can happen, but only one Luca Rosman will be his first win. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, it will be his first win here of this season. I'm not sure, it could be possibly his first race win here in NRL. So and now Luke Rosman's just now got to go and take it home here. Ural David, sadly, I don't think is going to get the flag to take first position. He's got to go for second or less. Only one Luke Rosman makes a massive mistake. Yeah, but I'm more than positive that it will be only one Luke Rosman winning here, but he's still got to keep up with the pace and just get it home. Don't take any risks and just take it to the line. So only one Luca Rosman. He's been through a lot here. He's been disqualified here from qualifying, from going backwards, accidentally or purposely. But through the final corner, he goes now through the bank section, and he's gonna now take his first win here in NRL. Only one Luca Rosman wins the Zandvoort Grand Prix, and he had a penalty. Wait, no. What on earth has happened here? Does he get a penalty? I'm not invite friends. As my PS5, my PlayStation now has froze. Great, now my PS5 is froze. Very cool. Oh, there we go. There we go, sorry everyone, my game glitched. And I basically froze. No, I didn't have any pens, okay. Okay, so he did have a 5-second penalty. I'll have a look at it now. Born Evil. My PlayStation controller. But now, yeah, it's gonna be only one Luca Rosman winning this race, but somehow, according to the game, David somehow wins. Yeah, 5 seconds. He served it though, Born Evil. He served it. At the pits, he served it. But anyway, and yeah, I can't press anything. Wait, if I connect my wheel. Yeah, no, I can't. Yep, sorry everyone, but I can't look through the race director because my thing has froze. I can't do anything about it, but it's going to be Ural David taking the win, according to the game, but it's only one Luca Rosman getting the win. So it's going to be only one Luca Rosman taking the win with Ural David, Tiger getting the podium, Wiggly Style, Shankster, Topster, Natty, Born Evil, Again, the grid, and Piero Yeatmax, still SUFC Stretch Artiste, finishing the grid. But yeah, that was a great race. Thank you everyone for attending, for everyone for looking at this race, viewing it. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. It was a great race, a very long one as well. 3 safety cars, 2 VSCs, obviously quite a chaotic one. But thank you everyone for joining here on a stream. So tomorrow will be PS T3, PlayStation Tier 3 tomorrow. Tiger Assassin will commentate that one. But that was a race, a very good one, and yeah, my debut as well. So thank you everyone for joining, and I'll see you very, very soon for a new race here next week. Thank you.